We have seen this place that is known as quay. This is a place where the ships halt there, and the sergeant is keeping a watch there. A poster is put on the barrel, and the man is trying to move away from that place. The man is being questioned by the sergeant. He is saying that he is a person who is selling some lyrics, that is some songs, to the sailor. So he will be going and selling those poems, and with that money he will be able to buy some supper, that is some dinner. The man, he says that uh, he has seen many of the sailors, they go back late, so they are available there, so he wants to sell the lyrics, that is the ballet. Surgeon says, move on, I tell you, I don't want anyone to linger about in the quay tonight. That is, nobody should be seen moving there in the quay. The man, well, I will go. It's poor. It's the poor have the hard life. Maybe yourself might like one. Surgeon. Here's a good sheet now. Turns one over. Content the pipe. That's not much. The peeler and the goat. You wouldn't like that. Johnny had. That's a lovely song. Sergeant, move on. Now with this he is saying, he is taking the names of all the songs, and he is saying that maybe you can buy any one of it because I am poor, and you can have a look at these good sheets now. But the surgeon says, you move on, don't stop here. The man, he starts singing his lyrics. He says that there was a rich farmer's daughter who lived near the town of Ross. She courted, that is, she was engaged to a Highland soldier. His name was Johnny Hart. Says the mother to her daughter, I will go distracted mad if you marry that Highland soldier dressed up in Highland plaid. That is, I won't be happy if you are marrying that Highland soldier, says the mother of that daughter who is engaged to the Highland soldier. Surgeon says, stop that noise. The man wraps up his ballad and shuffles towards the steps. Now he is trying to keep silent. Surgeon says, where are you going? The man says, sure, you told me to be going and I am going. Surgeon says, don't be a fool. I didn't tell you to go that way. I told you to go back to the town. The man says, but to the town, is it? Surgeon, taking him by the shoulder and showing him before him, here, I will show you the way. Be off with you. What are you stopping for? Just move away from this place. The man, who has been keeping his eye on the notice, he points out to that notice and he says to the sergeant that he knows what the sergeant is waiting for. The sergeant says, what's that to you? That is, what is that you have to do with? The man says he knows well the man the sergeant is waiting for. I know him well, he says, and he starts moving ahead. The surgeon, being curious, rushing towards the man, he calls him back and asks him what type of a man is the one in the poster. The man says, coming back to the surgeon, that do you want me to be killed? Surgeon again asks, why does he say that? Man says, never mind, I am going from this place. I won't be in your shoes if even if the reward was 10 times much more, not if it had been 10 times much more. Sergeant, rushing after that man, come back here, come back. He drags that man back. And what sort of the man is he in the poster? Where did you see him? Man replies, I saw him in my own place in the County Clare. I tell you, you don't like to be looking at him. You did be afraid to be in the one place with him. There isn't a weapon he doesn't know the use of. and as to strength, his muscles are as hard as that board that is slapping the barrel. He says he is very strong man. Surgeon says, is he as bad as that? Man says, he is. Surgeon says, do you tell me so? The man goes on giving the incidences. He says that there was a poor man in his place, a sergeant he was, and he was from Ballywagon. It was with a lump of stone. The poster man he had killed the sergeant. The surgeon says that he has never heard of any such incidents. Man replies him that everything is not printed into the papers, and again he continues that there was a policeman in plain clothes too. He was also attacked by on the police barrack at Kilmallock during the moonlight just like this, and it was also on the water side the incident has happened. Nothing was known for certain, that everything is not known, but the incident has happened. The surgeon says, are you saying this? So it's a terrible county to belong to. So the sergeant is curious to know whether the county to which he belongs, that is the man belongs, is very much terrible. The man confirms it and he says, yes, indeed. You can even be standing there looking out that way, thinking that you saw him coming up this side of the quay, and he might be coming up this other side, and he did be on you before you knew where you were. So he is giving the sergeant a frightening threat, and he says that he will maybe that man will come from your side and he will be over you and you won't be able to know about it. The sergeant, it's a whole troop of police they ought to put here to stop a man like that. That many police will be there, a group of police will be there to stop a man like that. Man says, but if you did like me to stop with you, I could be looking down this side and I could be sitting up here on this barrel. So the man is convincing the surgeon that if you want, I will be with you, and I will also help you by sitting on the barrel. I will be looking for that man. Surgeon says that you know him well, that is the man is knowing him well. He confirms it from that man. Man says that yes, I will know him even if he is a mile away. Surgeon says, okay, but I won't be sharing the reward with you. The man says, I am a poor man and I am going on roads and singing in the fairs. Why should I have the name on the person to whom the reward is? I won't like to share the reward. I want a safer life in the town. The surgeon says, well, you can stop now. That is, he gives the permission to the man to stop and keep a watch along with him. Now the sergeant has given the man permission to sit there and keep a watch along with him. Man, he is getting up on the barrel and he says he inquires to the sergeant whether he is tired. The sergeant replies him that even though if he is tired, he is used to it. The man says that he might have a hard work before tonight, but he can take it easy because he can sit on the barrel and because there is a lot of place over there. The sergeant accepts to sit and he sits facing right side. They sit back to back looking in different ways and they are feeling a bit cured with the way they are talking. Both the man and the sergeant are sitting together on the barrel facing on the opposite sides. The man asks for a match to the sergeant and says that he can wait till he gives the light to the sergeant, and also asks the sergeant that he should not take his eye off the key for it is his life. Surgeon says never fear, he won't, and he lights the pipe and they both smoke. Indeed, he says that it is a hard thing to be in the police force. Out at night they have to work and there is no thanks for their job. All of danger in danger they have to live, and it's little they get but abuse from the people. That is, people always abuse the police. They have no choice but to obey the orders of their seniors, and never asked when a man is sent into a danger. That is, they are always in danger. If you are married man with a family, your life is always in danger, says the sergeant. The man goes on singing. He says, as through the hills I walked to view the hills and shamrock plain, I stood a while where nature smiles to view the rocks and stream. On a matron fair I fixed my eyes beneath a fertile vale. As she sang her song, it was on the wrong of poor old Granuel. Now he is going on singing the song, the man. The surgeon says, stop that, that's no song to be singing in these times. That is, it is not a perfect song to be sang at this particular time. The man says that he is singing just to keep his heart up. His heart is sinking when he thinks of the man in the poster. He says that if we think like this, that two of them they are sitting there and the man whom they are waiting for comes at that particular place. The surgeon says, you just keep a good lookout. The man says that I am keeping a good lookout and that I am doing it for no reward. I am not a foolish man, and I when I see a man in trouble, that is when he is seeing the surgeon in trouble, he cannot stop helping and he tries to get him out of that trouble. That is why he is doing this job. At that moment he says that something has come and hit him, and saying that he is rubbing his heart. The surgeon patting the man on the shoulder, he says that you will get your reward in the heaven. Man says, I don't know that. I know that the surgeon, but life is precious. That is, surgeon's life is precious. Surgeon says, well, you can sing. If it gives you more courage, you go on singing. The man starts singing again. Her head was bare, her hands and feet with iron bands were bound. Her pensive strain and plaintive wail mingles with the evening gale, and the song she sang with mournful air, I am old Granuel, her lips so sweet that monarchs kissed. The surgeon, he says, by correcting the man, he says that that's not the lines you are saying. It is in such a way. Her gown she wore was stained with gore. That's it, he corrects it in that way. You missed that. The man says, you are right, surgeon, so it is. I missed it. He repeats the line. But to think of a man like you knowing a song like that means he is saying to the surgeon that how can a man like him, that is a surgeon, knows such a song. Surgeon says, there's many a thing a man might know and might not have any wish for. So he says that there are many things that a man can know. The man now says, now I dare say, surgeon, in your youth you used to be sitting up on a wall the way you are sitting up on this barrel now, and the other lads besides you, and you singing Granuel. Means he is saying to the surgeon that at your young age you might be sitting on a wall along with other boys, and also you might be singing this same song.